my skin with this Alba Botanica moisturizer. They have different types for each one, and this one is supposed to be for normal to oily skin. They have some for dry skin, and they have some for strictly oily skin, period. And I love that because that means it's oil free, and this is also paraben free, phthalates, which is plastics, and synthetic fragrance free as well. I'm going to be using this acne free body clearing acne spray, and it has glycerin in it, so I'm going to just put it all over just to help my makeup stick a little bit more, and it helps to treat my acne. Note to self, hold your breath when you're doing this. All right, so you want to take some kind of brush like this to pretty much buff the powder in. So it can be either a kabuki, a bronzer, or one of these. This is from e.l.f. It's a powder brush. Take that to really buff this in. And I'm just gonna focus it in this area. Here. So let's see what it says. It says, medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. Shake well. What? I did not know that it came like this. No, oh, oops, ignore that. Okay, my fault. All right, so this comes with a pump. As you can see, something to easily put your finger in. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this on. Alright, okay, we just had to get the pump going. I probably don't need this much, but I'm just gonna switch brushes to the clean one because I have a bunch of these right here. I'm gonna save this for later. Alright, and I'm just gonna lightly dab so I can take my time. I'm gonna start off with the nose and just kind of, yeah, work my way on out. So let's, but it's not bad. I actually like it. This feels very, I don't know, almost like a mousse. Yeah, it almost feels like a mousse. That's weird. It's a different feeling. And it has a very nice soft fragrance to it as well. I don't know how I feel about fragrance being on my face, but yeah, I can tell it definitely is like a shade darker than me. I would probably just say a shade. I wouldn't say much more than that. But it's easy to correct this because you could use this as your contour color, and then you could easily lighten up these areas over here. So I see how this could act as a concealer because it does have a thick texture. It feels thick, so it's kind of funny. It says it's lightweight. Maybe after you buff it in, but all right, and then I'm also going to be trying out a new concealer today, and this is from Rimmel. This is also paraben free as well. What does it say on here? Conceal signs of fatigue, highlight and illuminate eye areas, soft precision. Yeah, it doesn't say nothing about it being paraben free, but the ingredients doesn't state so. And this one is in 430 medium. All right, and it has a little brush applicator. I don't know, I'll try. Okay, so it still has some kind of yellow in here somewhere. And I really don't like to use this because I don't want to accidentally put too much on. I just don't like that. Then let's go ahead and highlight right there. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to take this little slanted brush here. It was just a brush set that I bought from on Amazon. And I'm just going to staple it so I don't move the color. And yeah, then I have to, because when you buff it, the color will disappear. If you staple it, the color will stay in that area and it will blend nicely. You can also do that with your finger. I'm glad they made a yellow tone. I'm going to go back to the one I used for the foundation, because it's bigger, and I really don't want to be spending a whole bunch of time on the bigger areas if I don't have to. Let's go back under eye. With your under eye area, you really don't want to go too extremely light. A lot of times I see that in videos where the under eye area is so light compared to the person's actual skin tone. And that might look good in pictures, but I don't think that, most likely that probably doesn't look good in person. Especially on video where you can do all these filters. You don't have filters in real life when you meet people. All right, And then I'm just gonna add just a little bit of highlight right over in this area. Act like I'm painting here so I can sculpt this area just a little bit more. I'm not gonna bring it near the edge or on the jawline. I'm just gonna kind of work from the bottom of the contour area or my cheekbone. I am not gonna bring this all the way over here because I do not want a big white jaw line that looks very, very hard and masculine. Or should I say bold and masculine. All right, then I'm just gonna do the same thing, staple, staple, staple. I'm basically working to create dimension on my face. Let's lighten this up just a little bit more underneath the eye area, just a little bit. I usually like that to stop right there. Because if it's too wide, then it looks kind of weird. It makes your nose look wider, you know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup, and I'm gonna be using this brush right here because I love the fact that it's tapered. If you don't know what taper means, it just slowly comes up. So you have hair, so it's easier to really set the under eye area with this. I'll just focus it right there. All right, same thing for the other area. And I usually like to look up when I'm doing this. And I just basically wanted to zoom in so you can see how wonderful it looks underneath the eye area. All right, it looks all nice and smooth. It doesn't look chalky or anything like that here. All right, and then I can go ahead and set the rest of my face because the main thing I wanted to definitely set this. So I'm gonna go back to that powder so we can lock in this foundation. And I'm just gonna pat this all over. Just want to give y'all a close-up of my skin, especially this nose. All right, so overall I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. The 07 Sand is like one shade darker than me, but what I'm gonna invest in is gonna be, I'm definitely gonna get a white adjuster so I can lighten this up a little bit more. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that because I'm gonna need that anyway, because by the time summertime comes, this is definitely gonna be my color. Because yeah, and I'll probably even get a little bit more darker than this, all depending on how long I'm in the sun. So yeah, that's not even gonna be an issue, but definitely to lighten it up, I'm gonna just get an adjuster because there's no point in me getting a lighter shade when I can use the adjuster on this foundation, I can use it on my other foundations, you know what I mean? So it's like you're kind of just being, you know, on the safe side. Same thing for the adjusters that are also for darker skin tones if the foundation's not dark enough, you know what I mean? So that, I think that's a great investment. And there's quite a few companies that actually do that as well. Like Face Atelier, they do it. NYX has one that just came out with. I think TEMPTU is like a, what is it, like an airbrush foundation thing. They have some adjusters as well. Oh yeah, and the other one is Body Shop. I believe it's Body Shop. I don't think it's Bath & Body Works. I believe it's Body Shop. They definitely have two. I believe it's the white and the dark. So those are definitely things to consider. Anyway, overall, I think this came out beautiful. For the finish, it felt like mousse when I was putting it on because I only used one other mousse foundation before, and that was in the beginning when I first started using foundations, and that was last year. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that was last year, and that was the Revlon, I think it was like a photo ready mousse foundation. I was so not a fan of it, and then I come to realize why, because Revlon, this is a whole nother subject. Revlon and a lot of these other companies, they cater to pink undertones, and yeah, it's just so at least they got this shade warm. I just need to lighten it up a little. So that I'm happy with, because finding a warm tone yellow undertone foundation can be very, very tricky. Anyway, you know, I'll keep rambling, so let's stop there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, definitely make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to comment if you've tried it, how you feel about it. Make sure to click on this image right here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you can receive notifications whenever I upload a new video to my channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.